Malibu at the diner part of the casino.
That they're gonna slip back a little bit. Ben,
Do you ever ask yourself the question as to
For this town, things that haven't been done before.
I feel like
It's more than just Joe Biden, though. Like, it's just like people,
Overpay for DeGrom, and I think this is a great way for us to gather.
I'll be looking for another job after this is over, I can tell you that.
Here, with your name behind it, hoping that...
Why did Trump fire Fauci? He could have gotten rid of him.
There's a lot of things you can have checked out. So,
Talk whatever we want.
it's sports? Well, I'll tell you, no matter, I don't have to worry about my feelings to understand that.
He never got me my drink.
Everything happens to me. Zach Wilson getting hurt happens to me. Not getting let in the bar A happens to me. Going to the hospital after the Jets beat the Titans happened to me. Don't sell Malibu at the diner part of the casino.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back on another episode of Dougie and Espo.
And it took a short amount of time. You were expecting to do this for
5 months.
5 months from now. And look, 3 weeks. 3 weeks.
Dougie and Espo is brought to you by Stutz Betting. Bet like Michael
Lepore.
We'll have Lepore betting later on in the show as baseball season is upon us. Opening night eve. Opening day is tomorrow. You can follow us on all your podcast applications, YouTube and Facebook Live, Saravo Broadcasting, The Doug Saravo Show. All right, so let's get things started, Kyle. We just had lunch at Red Robin.
Yes, we did.
We were talking about the one that got away.
The one that got away.
The
Not the Katy Perry song, but the actual person that got away.
So let's actually get into some, because I know you're waiting. You've been waiting patiently, Kyle.
Patiently for Mr. A.A. Ron Rodgers.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers. He's not in New York yet.
But I believe that it's a done deal.
I think so too, but I don't think it's going to happen.
Well, see,
The holdup is taking forever.
I read that after June 1st, his cap goes down a significant amount. So I think that they're waiting for that to happen. That, and I think they're also discussing draft picks and whether we'd swap between 13 and I think they're like 3 picks below us. We might swap.
I would just retire.
Why? We're building a beautiful franchise here right now.
Why wait?
We have a great wide
Why wait
receiving
this
core. You know, our defense might not be up to par as they were last year, you know, being a top 5 defense and all. O-line is always going to suck, but
Jets are always going to suck.
I don't know. I have a lot of hopes that we're going to do a lot better than we did last year.
I mean, it's interesting. Time will tell for sure, but
I definitely think the Giants will be much better.
you know we will be.
I think it's going to be stiff competition in
You
New
know
York.
You know it.
I just fear that Lamar Jackson, you know, because for whatever reason, I have a strange feeling that he might end up being a Patriot. And if that happens, we are definitely 4th in our division.
Good. I like that.
I definitely think that.
That makes me happy. I hope you know that.
That doesn't make me happy.
That makes me happy.
Well, I'm not happy that it makes
This
you
is
happy.
Giants Town, baby. We run New York. We run MetLife.
Well, for a while there now, it looked like the Jets had more upside as our fans try to barge into our studio. If you hear that in the background.
We do apologize for the noise. We're having work done on the studio today.
Yes, we do.
Of course, today Dougie and Espo was able to
actually do a show.
So, we got it. Let's see who we got a comment from. Let's see.
Oh, we're live.
Yeah, we're live. David Mendoza of Dougie and Dave. Jets will always be fourth in the division.
Listen, just because we've been mediocre for ever doesn't mean that things can't turn around. You know, I'm always hopeful for my team, even though there was at one point that I became a Ravens fan because I got so, pissed off at how incompetent this football team is.
Who do you think has the leverage in the Jets-Packers trade for Rodgers? Who has the leverage?
Well, Packers obviously do, but...
So the Packers have the leverage, it's not the Jets? How come the Jets don't have the leverage?
Because, I
want to hear this one.
Well, actually, now that I think about it, I think neither teams have the leverage. I think Aaron Rodgers holds the cards because anything can happen. He can still retire.
Yeah.
Nobody else wants Aaron Rodgers besides the New York Jets.
Yeah, and he could retire if he wants.
He could retire, but he said it himself. He wants to play for the New York Jets,
So that doesn't mean the Jets have the leverage.
Yes, it doesn't mean that they do. Aaron Rodgers holds the cards. And it all depends on what Gunther Guntz wants to do with the Packers. And Joe Douglas, he's done, I wouldn't say a phenomenal job.
That's interesting because a lot of people think the Jets have the leverage.
I don't think they have the leverage. We're building a nice team, right? We have the 13th pick this year that we can do a pick swap with
all right, good. I'm glad that got clarified because apparently the Jets have the leverage.
I don't know where they're getting that from.
I don't know where they're getting that from
I'm a realistic Jets fan. I'm not a Jets fan that's like, oh, we're going to the championship. No, that's never been on my mind.
So while we're on the subject, is Aaron Rodgers going to turn the Jets into a playoff contender or Super Bowl contender?
I wouldn't say Super Bowl contender.
Are you happy with one playoff win and then you could rebuild once Rodgers leaves?
I'm happy with that. I just want to be, alive while the Jets are in a playoff game. The last time that they were, I was not a football fan at all. So it would be nice to.
All right.
I'm not saying Super Bowl. I'm not even saying championship game. I'm saying make the playoffs just so I know I have hope for the future because we have a nice young core, and we're only probably going to get Aaron Rodgers for 1 or 2 years, and they agree.
Well, did you ever want Jimmy G or is he too injury prone?
I think I've always, I've thought about Jimmy G, but I do believe that he is too injury prone as well as Lamar Jackson. So good luck to the Colts who are trying to make a big push for Lamar Jackson, but I don't think that either Lamar Jackson or Jimmy G would have been a good fit. I would have liked to have also had Derek Carr because there's more longevity there.
Yeah.
And he got a good contract for the Saints.
Yeah.
Like $5 million less than what Daniel Jones got, which I'm still surprised Daniel Jones got that money. But
Danny Dimes.
I know he's Danny Dimes. He had a phenomenal season last year.
Hell yeah, he did.
But, there was also talks of maybe Daniel Jones, if he didn't get this contract signing, that he might come to the Jets.
I didn't hear that.
I heard that.
I didn't hear that.
I didn't want that, but I heard that.
I didn't hear that. Well, that's good that you don't think the Jets have the leverage in this trade.
They don't. I don't see how they do.
All right, good, because this could have been a conversation that went an hour and 15 just talking about Rodgers and who had leverage.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I've been there. Don't want that again. Again, if you're just joining us, this is Dougie and Espo, which is brought to you by Stutz Betting. Bet like Michael Lepore. You can find us tomorrow on the Doug Soravo Show, which is brought to you by the Monkey Bar and Grill. Swing on by.
Good place.
Follow us on all your podcast applications, YouTube and Facebook Live. Soravo Broadcasting, the Doug Soravo Show. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and then when we come back, it is opening day for Major League Baseball tomorrow, and Kyle is going to suffer through another year of the Yankees missing the playoffs.
I wouldn't say suffer, but go to commercial.
We'll be right back.
Especially going back to Columbus down.
Why? They were horrible this.
Oh, Malibu, a diner.
These leaders of these countries.
MVP quarterback. And then the other quarterback we have is Derek Carr.
Everything happens to me. Zach Wilson getting hurt happens to me. Not getting let into Bar A happens to me. Going to the hospital after the Jets beat the Titans happened to me. So Malibu at the diner part of the casino.
That they're gonna slip back a little bit. Ben,
Do you ever ask yourself the question as to
It's more than just Joe Biden, though. Like, it's just like people, even people.
So why do you think people are allowed to stay in public office for over?
Here, with your name behind it, hoping that
No matter, I don't have to worry about my feelings to understand that.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back on Dougie and Espo, which is brought to you by Stutz Betting. Bet like Michael Lepore. You could follow us on all your podcast applications, YouTube and Facebook Live. Saravo Broadcasting, The Doug Saravo Show. This Thursday will be Dougie and David with guest Jonathan. I forgot to edit that, but that's normally every show. But just pretend that it says Dougie and David with our guest Jonathan as we discuss, the future of... That is loud. The future of LeBron James' career with the Lakers, and if the Lakers are better without LeBron, and the curse that is Kyrie Irving. So let's get started with some Major League Baseball, Kyle.
Mm-hmm.
Any wild predictions? Who's going to win the World Series, MVP? Who's going to win the division?
Well, I think definitely Classic.
Yeah.
Had a great tournament. And, he's not even a game in to spring training. I know. A game ago, a spring training game ago, he had a nice home run. So I think early predictions, National League MVP, definitely Trey Turner. On the American League side of things, I don't think Aaron Judge will do what he did last year.
No, it was a fluke.
I really want to hit him with the mic now. I think that the
Or a hammer.
Or a hammer. I definitely think that Shohei Ohtani might have an MVP caliber season. I also think Mike
that's
Trout.
all he does.
I also think Mike Trout could also have a comeback season. I think the Angels, as a whole, might be a dark horse team. They added a great power hitter that no one really talks about, Hunter Renfroe.
Sorry.
I love Hunter Renfroe. He's a great player. Giants might also make
we have something from David.
We do.
Volpe, American League Rookie of the Year. I was thinking that.
I don't think that. I think that Volpe, phenomenal spring training, not denying that, but I have to see the other rookies to fully be on board with that. Because, I'm a Yankee fan. I don't want to be biased. I don't want to say, Volpe's going to win Rookie of the Year.
For you.
What?
You Yankee fans.
What? Like I said, I'm realistic. I'm not saying that the Yankees are going to the World Series.
Do they have the leverage?
On what?
Just in general, do they have the leverage?
We did nothing this offseason.
Right,
we added Rodon,
so
and
the
that
Yankees
was
don't
it.
have leverage.
We don't. I think in our division right now, the Red Sox are better. Not better than us, but they got better. The Orioles are getting there. The Rays are, dare I say, a good team, right? So there's a lot.
Tampa hater.
I am the general manager of the Tampa Bay Rays, MLB The Show 23.
David says the Yankees are winning the division.
They could, if everyone stays healthy, and that's a big ask coming from the Yankees these past.
But let's get to the Mets.
20 years. Let's go to the Mets.
How about them New York Mets, baby?
I think. Well, they have that division is
It's
tough.
stacked.
Besides the Marlins,
The Braves, the Phillies, Mets.
it's gonna be.
What do you mean the Marlins? The Nationals are the worst team in that division.
Well, they are the worst.
The Marlins are going to make a playoff run, I think.
The Marlins was a surprise last season.
Well, they didn't make the playoffs last year.
But it was a surprise. They did a lot
Yeah,
better.
they did decent. They did good.
But between the Mets, the Phillies, and the Braves, it's going to be tough. And I think the Phillies are probably going to give them a run.
Well, I
for
think
their
the
money.
Phillies. I think the Phillies are winning the World Series this year. Mark it down.
I think too. I think so
This
too.
is the Phillies' year.
The Phillies are stacked.
The Phillies are winning the World Series this year.
They are.
They are.
They are.
I've said on every show I've done so far.
I think that's a pretty fair statement. Pretty fair. With Trey Turner, they're
going to go back there. Mark it down. It's on my show. You don't believe it? Follow me.
I think we said that the last show too.
Yeah.
I think we have them being. Oh, I said they might beat the Blue Jays. Because that's who I think.
Let's talk about Kyle and the kiss of death.
Yes. Please.
So, playoffs are coming up for the Devils.
Yes, and I am banned.
You're not going to any games.
I am not going to any games. Not that I don't want to go
You're
to any
welcome.
games.
You're more than welcome.
But
first playoff appearance in 5 years. I do not want it to end.
And can we explain to the masses?
Well, let's see. You guys know the commercial in the intro video? Happens to me.
Yes.
So let's see. Devils home opener. Kyle's there. Devils have a 4-0 lead. They lose 5-4. Happens to me.
Happens to me.
So Devils have 13-game winning streak. Go to the game against the Maple Leafs. They could have won 3-2, but all those goals were called back,
which was bullshit.
Bear thrown on the ice.
It was the most phenomenal thing I've ever seen in my life while being at a Devil game.
And it was because Kyle was at the game, so
the refs suck.
No,
I'm not blaming myself for that one.
It happens to him.
It happens to me. But like, you can't sit here and say that. I've never seen that before in my life.
Neither have I, but you were there.
I was there, so of course it happens to me.
It happens to Kyle. So.
And my girlfriend got to see that firsthand of how I'm the kiss of death. Oh, God.
So, we're taking a break during the playoffs.
Yes.
I ain't taking any chances.
I'll be watching from home.
You'll be
or
watching
from a bar.
Home. You'll be watching from home or a bar. Don't matter. As long as you don't step foot into the Prudential Center.
Well, if we wind up having the series with the Rangers, I am going to Madison Square Garden and ruining their luck. Because I believe that my bad luck stems from the Prudential Center. So I
hope you're right.
I'm going to.
I hope you're right. I do not want to see my team lose.
I'm going to go to the Madison Square Garden, get some of those. I hear the popcorn's great. I've never seen a show at Madison Square Garden, but I hear the popcorn's great. So I'm going to get a nice big bag of popcorn. I'm going to sit down.
For $25.
You know what? If it's that good, $25 is well worth it. I don't really give a damn.
Is we are not taking any chances.
No, and I agree. And I agree with you.
Good.
I agree with you. I am the kiss of death for a reason, because every time I'm there, some bullshittery happens.
And why?
Because it always happens to me.
You. Everything happens to Espo.
Oh my God.
Everything.
I should just stop watching sports, and I feel like the Yankees would win the World Series, the Jets would win the Super Bowl.
No, you can watch
the
go to Yankee games and have them lose. I'll be very happy.
I have not gone to a Yankee game since 2012. Well, in the stadium.
Yeah, if you're just joining us, we got Dougie and Espo on tonight, which is brought to you by Stutz Betting. Bet like Michael Lepore. You can follow us on all your podcast applications, YouTube and Facebook Live. Soravo Broadcasting the Doug Soravo Show. When we come back, it will be time for
Stutz Betting?
Lepore
betting.
Lepore betting, where we give our go over the odds, give our favorite picks, best bets, whatever we decide to do for Major League Baseball. We'll be right back.
I'm very professional.
Doug Soravo Show, which is brought to you by the Monkey Bar and Grill.
That's a wonderful place.
Swing on by.
Swing on by. You do that.
Swing on by.
Still trying to learn the new tagline.
Thank you, Kyle.
You're welcome.
Especially going back to Columbus down.
Why? They were horrible this year.
Malibu at the diner.
These leaders of these countries.
MVP quarterback. And then the other quarterback we have is Derek Carr.
Everything happens to me. Zach Wilson getting hurt happens to me. Not getting let into Bar A happens to me. Going to the hospital after the Jets beat the Titans happened to me. So Malibu at the diner part of the casino.
That they're gonna slip back a little bit. Ben,
Do you ever ask yourself the question as to
For this town, things that haven't been done before.
I feel like
It's more than just Joe Biden, though. Like, it's just like people, even people.
Overpay for DeGrom, and I think this is a great way for us to gather some
I'll be looking for another job after this is over. I can tell you that.
I'm here with your name behind it, hoping that.
Why did Trump fire Fauci? He could have gotten rid of him.
There's a lot of things you can have checked out. So
talk whatever we want.
It's sports. Well, I'll tell you, no matter, I don't have to worry about my feelings to understand that.
Betting. It was named after you because you are probably known for losing a lot of bets, especially when it comes to the horse racing.
My lightning 5 picks. These are the ones I like. I mean, I love them. In my picks, you'll hear them later on. Yeah, that is my best bet.
You'll hear it in Stuff's Betting.
Yes, that is my best bet.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry for the background noise.
Mary Poppins is trying to get in, y'all.
It is now time for the poor betting. Kyle, you got those odds?
I do.
All right.
I have them right here. I will go in order. We start from, I guess, the Braves and the National.
All right. Is this opening day?
Yes, March 30th.
All right. Let's see what we got. All right, so you got the Braves and the Nationals. The Braves are negative 250. Red Sox, Orioles. Red Sox are negative 124. Brewers, negative 148. Tigers, Rays, negative 225.
Who's negative 225?
Tampa.
That makes sense.
The Mets are negative 115. Yankees. I don't see the Yankees on here.
We're under attack.
The Yankees are negative 186. So what's your best bet of the day?
Well, let me look at my cellular device because I have the brain of a squirrel. So, I think they're really. I'd say your best bet is taking the over with the Phillies because another one I like here is let's see. Taking the Royals over the Twins, doing plus 141. I think that one's a good one. Zach Greinke, Pablo Lopez. That's good. That's a good opening matchup.
Future Cy Young winner.
Who?
Pablo.
Pablo.
Why would I say Greinke? He's past his prime.
Yeah, that's true. I like Greinke though. Let's see. What else do we got here? Who do you
think has leverage?
Who? What leverage?
No, who has the leverage?
For who?
Any of those games. I don't care. Like, you think DeGrom has the leverage pitching for the Rangers?
I think DeGrom is...
Or you think it's the Phillies?
I think Jacob DeGrom...
You think the Phillies offense has the leverage?
made of glass.
I think that's going to be a new segment brought to you by Jonathan.
Who has the leverage?
Who has the leverage?
Well,
yeah, why not? Who has the leverage, ladies and gentlemen? That's our new segment on the show.
Who has the leverage? Let's see.
And then you put your hands up in the sky. Who has the leverage?
Who has the leverage?
Who has the leverage?
So I'm telling you straight up, Braves are beating the Nationals. Red Sox are beating the Orioles. I think the Cubs might pull away with a win against the Brewers. The Rays are going to beat the Tigers. I think the Royals are going to beat the Twins, which is my other best bet. Mets and Marlins. The Marlins always give Mets a problem for whatever reason. I've noticed they always give them a problem. So that's a toss-up. But it's Scherzer versus Alcantara, who was, I believe, the Cy Young last year.
Sandy won the Cy Young.
So that's a good matchup. I think that's going to be a close game. Pirates and Reds, pick a hat. Who gives a fuck about any one of those teams? Blue Jays, Cardinals, that's also a good game. I think Cardinals might pull an upset on that one. Padres, who apparently have money coming out of their butt with the amount of money they threw. Bogarts would have thrown Aaron Judge and all that. So, and if they're playing the Rockies, and the Rockies are basically a AAA team at this point. So I think the Padres are going over against the Rockies. The Houston Assholes and the Chicago White Sox.
You mean the Astros?
Yeah, they're supposed to be called that, but they're not.
Yankee fans. You guys hate Houston for some reason.
Because it's the stupid trash cans, man.
Like the Yankees never cheated? Let's see.
Who cares about if we cheated? I care about if they cheated.
Who did you have on your team over the years? Let's see. Andy Pettit. You had Rogers Clemens. You had Jason Giambi. Alex Rodriguez. Roger Clemens.
Yeah, but that's drug users.
Same thing.
I'm talking about
same exact shit.
Like physically
tipping
pitches.
I think the Yankees had cameras. So don't even go there.
Everybody's got cameras.
Don't even go there with that bullshit.
Everybody's got cameras.
They've all cheated. Teams cheat.
Yeah, so it doesn't make a difference. Right? I'm sure the Rays have cheated. At
bullshit!
One point.
We did not. We never cheat.
I'm sure you guys.
Don't give me that excuse that we have.
Well, then you're saying every team cheats, so that means that the Rays therefore have cheated before in the past.
Yeah.
I'm sure they have had drug users on their teams before in the past.
Keep talking.
B.J. Upton.
Keep talking.
Ben Zobrist.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Whatever you say. Whatever you say.
I'm just saying I'm just Evan Longoria.
Oh, don't even talk shit about my boy.
I just threw that one
Don't
out
talk
there.
shit about Evan.
I just wanted to see your reaction. I don't know if he probably didn't do anything. He's a nice Christian man. Maybe Catholic, I'm not sure. But you know, shit happens. But like when my team gets dirty,
it's completely okay.
It's
completely okay.
Hey, do we have any drug users right now? No. Did we have any drug users besides? Well, not drug users. I remember when Aroldis Chapman got tagged for the pine tar.
Oh, well, that's natural. Players use pine tar all the time.
What is it? It's illegal. I don't like people that use pine tar. You should be able to do your natural ability. So for that, I don't like these players that you just mentioned. Andy Pettit, Roger Clemens, A-Rod for doing cheating stuff. It's not that I like it. I freaking hate that they do it because that's ruining the integrity of the game.
Yeah. If you say so.
I feel like a lot of people would agree with me.
I disagree. I
hate Barry Bonds. I hate Sammy Sosa. I hate who's that other guy from the Cardinals that got tagged a lot? I'm blanking on
Mark McGwire.
Mark McGwire. Those guys ruined the game of baseball.
You sure?
And to even consider them in the Hall of Fame is a joke. I feel like anyone that ever got tagged for drugs, tagged for pine tar.
All right. Let's get back to our.
I'm going on a rant here.
odds to win the 2023 World Series. Let's do a best bet and let's do a safe bet. I am going to start with my best bet, and that is going to be at plus 3,000 according to FanDuel. No, now it's plus 2,000. The Tampa Bay Rays. That is my best bet. If you want to win some money, bet the Tampa Bay Rays. Now, my safe bet to win the World Series is between two teams. The San Diego Padres at plus 1,000 and the Philadelphia Phillies at plus 1,500. So that is my best bet and my safe bet for the poor betting, which is now sponsored by Nicole and Dave Go Sports. That's the new sponsor. Dave is a big-time sports fan. He loves sports. So we're going to let him to sponsor the poor betting because, we fired the JMB podcast from sponsoring this segment. So, you want to say a few words to Dave and Nicole? Dave's a big-time sports fan.
Well, I would love to know their opinion on your safe bet, on your best bet. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, Dave would have a great one.
And what, he would disagree?
He might disagree.
There you go. I love him. Best sponsor.
All right, what's your best? David just said DeGrom and his doctored baseballs.
Well, makes sense because
No, I don't.
Jacob DeGrom,
Best pitcher in baseball,
is a man made of glass. He is never healthy.
That happens.
And when he is, it only lasts for 2 weeks.
That's what she said. What?
You talking about Cruise Girl here? Because your cruise only lasted how long?
Well, we're not talking about her.
Oh, now we are. We're shooting shots. I'm shooting.
I wasn't talking about anyone in particular.
Well, now I'm shooting.
Why?
I don't know.
Why?
Because you got me riled up here. You got me freaking fired up here. First, what you're saying with your stupid Tampa Bay Rays. Then you just got me flustered here. You got me.
You're a Rays hater. That's what it is.
I am not a Rays hater. 2012 might have got me butt hurt, but
you're a Rays hater. Ever since I said that was my best bet, you got
because to bet on the Tampa Bay Rays to go to the World Series.
No, to win it.
And who went to the World Series during a COVID season.
Oh, don't give me that bullshit
with
COVID
the
year.
full 162.
They still played the same amount of games, 60 games each team played. You're just mad that Brassell hit a home run off of Aroldis Chapman.
In a 60-game season, the Rays go to the World Series. In a 162-game season, the Rays will never go to the World Series.
Scrubs. So David Fisher said he's a sponsor. He said he totally disagrees with my best bet.
Good. That's what you should. You should say that. My best bet.
And then David Mendoza said shooting shots. That's also what she said.
I don't miss. All right. So.
Well, I clearly did.
Do we have that sound effect that goes?
Nah, my phone's not connected to the speaker.
And then we start playing Katy Perry and we start going in the fetal position. But let's move
what's
on.
What's the song by Katy Perry that I was listening to before?
In another light.
Oh, the one that got away. So what's your safe bet?
My safe bet is the Phillies.
All right, that makes sense.
Both our bets because the Phillies are just on paper. They're just
the Phillies are coming back.
They are coming back. For not being relevant since 2008, they're finally relevant again.
And we got to go back to Philly games.
And we got to go back. Those ticket prices are going to shoot right the frick back up.
We got the money. We could afford it.
Do you remember that day when we went to go see? It was gonna be the Phillies and the Nationals. I think it was.
We get to the car. No, we parked the car, driving all the way to Philly.
Uh-huh. I think your brother was with us.
Yeah, because James is a Nationals fan. So we get all the way to Philly, right? Park the car in the street, like I always do. Like when we go to Dole games, I park the car in the street, save money. So what happens?
We see the stadium over the horizon.
Yeah.
And then I get the phone notification that the game got rained out.
No, it didn't get rained out.
It didn't get. What was it?
They canceled it because someone had COVID.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I remember now. And then to compensate for being there, we went to the nearest Fridays and we ate our sorrows.
Yes.
So,
Well, I got credit and I got sweet tickets at the Devil game, where I saw Marty, I saw Fitzgerald.
Okay.
Underneath.
Well, at least you got compensated. That's good.
Who paid for the ticket?
Well, no, I'm just saying. At least you got compensated.
Yeah, but
I wasn't thinking that.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say.
Oh man.
So we got to take a quick commercial break because you are heading to work later. So, and then we'll come back for our final thoughts segment. We could go on and on. I mean, you could call out, but no one ever covers.
That's true.
No one ever covers that.
And we're one buster down now.
That's why I left.
One of them just put their 2 weeks in a couple days ago.
Oh, good. I put my 2 weeks in. When did I put my 2 weeks in?
You've been gone at least a year now, or two.
I put my 2 weeks in a while ago, like in July of 21. Mm-hmm. Apparently no one knew about it. Remember that day? Boy, that's why I left permanently.
The best dishwasher Scorantino's has ever had.
Fuck that. I ain't never washing dishes again. All right, we got to find the commercial here, and then we'll be right back. All right, we'll be right back.
So, Malibu at the diner part of the casino.
That they're gonna slip back a little bit. Ben,
Do you ever ask yourself the question as to
For this town, things that haven't been done before.
feel like
It's more than just Joe Biden, though. Like, it's just like people.
Overpay for DeGrom, and I think this is a great way for us to gather.
I'll be looking for another job after this is over, I can tell you that.
Here, with your name behind it, hoping that.
Why did Trump fire Fauci? He could have gotten rid of him.
There's a lot of things you can have checked out. So,
Talk whatever we want.
it's sports. Well, I'll tell you, no matter, I don't have to worry about my feelings to understand that.
I believe that they're gonna slip back a little bit. Ben,
Leadership, that's not competitive drive. Like, you can have the competitive drive.
It's more than just Joe Biden, though. Like, it's just like
Hated man on Hell's Kitchen. Gabriel hates you.
What has Daniel Jones done in 3 years? He hasn't even made the playoffs.
But it's always the Rays way, baby. No one does.
To become something great, if possible.
Yeah. That we said before. He's his only option. His only option.
No matter, I don't have to worry about my feelings to understand that.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are winding down as the last segment on Dougie and Espo, which is brought to you by Stutz Betting. Bet like Michael Lepore. Tomorrow will be Dougie and David with our guest Jonathan on the Doug Serrato Show, which is brought to you by the Monkey Bar and Grill. Swing on by. Kyle, I don't know about you, but I miss being on the ship.
I would be too. I would probably have a blast on a cruise. Been begging to be on the cruise. Do I have the what's the word? Funds for a cruise? No, but I can always hope one day I am.
Yeah, and you just gotta find coverage to get off.
Or I could I'll quit by the time I go on a cruise.
You've been saying that for 2 years.
More than that.
So you got any final thoughts for today's episode?
Well, my final thoughts.
Lunch was good. We had a good lunch.
Lunch was great. I'm going to Long Island next week.
Speaking of Long Island, Daniel Murphy is a Long Island Duck.
Like, first baseman for the Mets,
Yes,
Daniel Murphy.
he's a Long Island Duck.
What?
Yeah, I saw that this morning on break on Twitter.
Oh, God. Oh, and it sucks, too, because the Somerset Patriots aren't in the Atlantic League no more. We could have saw Daniel Murphy.
Oh, we could have. We had, we got the pickle nickels. I got the haystack double. We had a nice conversation during lunch. Brought back a lot of memories.
And sang Katy Perry along with it.
No, you were singing the song. I didn't.
Well, I brought it up.
Yeah.
And then you sang it, and I'm like, there
No,
it is.
I didn't sing that.
Yes, you did. You said it.
No,
You were like.
No, I was figuring out what song you were talking about.
Okay.
And then another song came on the radio that brought me back.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I had a great time on the cruise. The drinking package is so much worth it.
Yeah.
Because think about it, you pay like maybe $450, and then the way I drank, I would have spent at least $1,800. At least.
I probably would be in the hospital again, but there's no hospital in the water.
No, they have one on the ship.
Never mind.
Yeah, never mind. I think your mom would be disappointed if she found out.
Well, shit happens, Mom. I do a lot of things I'm not supposed to. So.
Yeah, we know. Any other final thoughts? I basically get my final thoughts. Any words of wisdom?
To all you masters out there, I just want to say one thing.
Shoot your shot.
Yes. You miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. That was
otherwise
that was 95% in the yearbook. Like the superlatives or whatever.
Nice.
95% of the people said you missed 100% of the shots you don't take. I didn't say that, but
Wayne Gretzky did.
He said that?
Yes.
He's the one that said that?
Yes.
That bastard. Wayne Gretzky. All right.
But yeah, always shoot your shot. Otherwise,
it'll happen to you.
She'd be the one that got away.
We start singing Katy Perry in a fetal position in the corner of your bathroom.
I don't do that. Stop making shit up.
Not you. I'm just saying, for a lot of people, it might happen.
Yeah.
For the one that got away.
You got final thoughts? Final words of wisdom?
Oh, yes, that's what I was getting to.
I'm like, you get distracted easily. That's why you only come on like once every 5 months.
Listen here, you sucker. Screw the Rays, go Yankees.
You are a Rays hater.
Let's go Yankees! Let's go Yankees! Let's go Yankees!
No, I got final words of wisdom. Hold on, we got comments. I was told practice what you preach, Dougie.
What's that telling you, Doug? What does that tell you?
That I learned my lesson. Don't worry. On Oasis, I'm shooting my shot for someone.
Better write that in stone.
I am.
Like it's a commandment.
No, I am. Who knows? Maybe she'll be on the ship again.
Who knows? Maybe she's got money like that.
We'll
find out.
You want to know my words of wisdom?
What's your words of wisdom? Words of wisdom.
Do what I've been doing in 2023. Focus on yourself.
Yes. I've learned that for years.
Focus on your dreams. Focus on your goals. Because it's the best feeling in the world.
Yes.
It truly is.
I agree.
There are so many people that I cut out of my life and they don't even realize it.
And that's...
Like, people that I had friends a year ago today are not my friends today. And they don't even realize it. They don't even care. They don't care.
And in professional wrestling...
Oh, God.
There's only one thing that we say.
Just like when you took me to AC to watch these people on the chandelier.
You're coming again in June.
Oh, God.
You know what we say to those people? We tell them to...
Suck it!
They do that in wrestling?
Yeah, D-Generation X, baby. They tell them to...
Who is G-Generation X?
Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Billy Gunn, Road Dogg, Jesse James,
then who
China.
Did we watch?
What?
Who did we watch?
It was a different company. It's like an independent company. They break glass and they go through doors, and
Wait, so you were talking about WWE?
Just now, yes.
And we saw what?
It's called GCW. I highly recommend it.
Wait, I thought it was AEW.
No, that wasn't AEW. It's GCW, Game Changer Wrestling. I highly recommend it to you.
I did not.
I do.
I do not.
If you like hardcore wrestling, if you like wrestling from back in the day, the best way I can describe it is it's ECW.
It's stupid. Imagine watching someone hanging from a chandelier, taking a piece of glass and hitting someone in the head with it.
I would totally do that. I would let someone do that to me when I'm a professional wrestler, because I will be doing that one day.
It's the stupidest thing ever.
It is the best thing ever.
No, it's the stupidest thing ever.
If you like blood, if you like people getting hit with doors or chairs or cheese graters or doing all that type of stuff.
Or a hockey stick? That's how stupid the show was.
It was amazing. For me, it was amazing. And me, my girlfriend, and her best friend went to a show
recently. We got
recently.
like 2 minutes before we go. What about the night in Atlantic City, though, in the casino, where you kicked me out of the casino?
You had too much. You were asking our flamboyant Indian waiter at the diner across the street from the casino. Well, not across the street, across the way from the casino, asking him for a freaking Malibu when it's a diner. When they don't sell Malibu.
Wait, hold on. No, he came out to me. He said, "What would you like for a drink?"
Yes.
So
like
I
a
said,
soda
hold
pop.
on, let me explain the story before people got a misinterpretation from Espo. He said, "What do you want to drink?" Now we're into casino. So I said, "I'll take a Malibu Bay Breeze." There's no reason why he couldn't walk from the diner into the casino and get me a Malibu Bay Breeze. You know, when I was on the ship, they still did it for me.
This is going to be a never-ending cycle. Because I will say this, till the day we're old and we're rocking in wheelchairs. It's a diner. He works in the diner. He's not dressed in titty shirts and skirts, walking around with Malibus, going from place to place. If I was that dude,
is that how I got the nickname Malibu Doug?
Yes, because you had so many freaking Malibus, and I talked about it on this show.
Well, I think your girlfriend understands the situation. That I was in the right.
She would agree with me.
But we got a minute left. Just think though. He gets paid by tips, right?
Hmm.
Don't you think if you got me the drink, I would have given you a good tip? And then the last thing, we left the diner, and I said, "Kyle, I want to go gamble one more time." I was doing well on the roulette. Let me just go and play one more game. And what happened? You automatically assumed that I was going for another Malibu.
You probably were, but
no,
continue.
But do I look like the person that will go drink after drink after drink after drink?
I would have said no had you not sent me Snapchat videos from you on the cruise. Sir.
Fuck. And that's how I got the nickname Malibu Doug.
Got him there, people.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Dougie and Espo. It's not your ordinary show, not your ordinary sports show. We just want to give a quick shout out to the accounts we follow, and for you to follow them, give a follow to DJ Rob Mex, the best DJ on Royal Caribbean. He follows me. We stay in contact. Super Bold Podcast. It's a sports and faith podcast. How athletes bring Christ into their game and their field. At Devils Fanatics, he's another Devil fan. He goes to games. He interviews players. Follow at Habs Fan TV. He goes to Habs games and interviews fans. Follow at Mads.Monroe and at the Isabel Brown, both political commentators, so we suggest you follow them. Tomorrow will be Dougie and Dave with Jonathan, and then I'll be heading to The Rock to see the Devils take on the New York Rangers Fortunately for the Devils, Kyle will not be in attendance.
I will not be in attendance.
Because he's the kiss of death. But thank you, as always, for supporting the Doug Saravo Show, Saravo Broadcasting, and all those involved with Saravo Broadcasting. We just want to give a quick shout out to our good friends at our sponsorship for each episode, Nicole and Dave, Go Sports. Dave is a big sports fan. Big time.
So I've heard.
Big time sports fan. You can sit down and have a conversation, and he will tell you what happened in the 1986 World Series in Game 6. He will tell you that. That's how highly intelligent and highly respected he is in the field of sports. You need sports knowledge, go to Dave. So shout out to Nicole and Dave. Go Sports. We'll see you guys next time. Take care, and many blessings to you all on this beautiful, beautiful day. We'll see you guys next time. Doug and Espa will be back in 5 months because Kyle is never consistent.
Hey, 3 weeks. Not that bad. Better than 5 months. Just saying.
This episode was brought to you by Nicole and Dave. Go Sports. For all your latest information surrounding the world of sports, talk to Dave.
Especially going back to Columbus down.
Why? They were horrible this year.
Malibu and the diner.
These leaders of these countries.
MVP quarterback. And then the other quarterback we have is Derek Carr.
Everything happens to me. Zach Wilson getting hurt happens to me. Not getting let into Bar A happens to me. Going to the hospital after the Jets beat the Titans happened to me. So Malibu at the diner part of the casino.
That they're gonna slip back a little bit. Ben,
Do you ever ask yourself the question as to
For this town, things that haven't been done before.
I feel like
It's more than just Joe Biden, though. Like, it's just like people, even people.
Overpay for DeGrom, and I think this is a great way for us to gather.
I'll be looking for another job after this is over. I can tell you that.
I'm here with your name behind it, hoping that.
Why did Trump fire Fauci? He could have gotten rid of him.
There's a lot of things you can have checked out. So
Talk whatever we want.
It's sports. Well, I'll tell you, no matter, I don't have to worry about my feelings to understand that.